no. I know I
22 minutes would be good.
About 5 seconds of Honey Boo Boo, and I love that show.
What's up, you guys? I'm Mike McGuinness. This is Beer 30, and in our second episode, we have the
Hard pipe hitters.
Hard pipe hitters. Hard All right. Episode 1, Beer 30 with Mike McGuinness.
I thought this was episode 2.
You're right, this is episode 2 of Beer 30 with Mike McGuinness. On our first episode, we did have the Imagine Dragons, but they immediately cut us short when I asked if they could imagine playing better music. So, look for that episode, it's going to be up on YouTube as well. And if you find it, send it to me. So, today we have the Hard Pipe Hitters, Jesse, Kyle, Diego, and Frank. And we are missing one other person. Why isn't Jeremy here?
He got a really good group on, so you had something.
He got a group on?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're a dad.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get good deals.
There was no other
You
explanation.
show your friends to fuck off.
Okay, I understand that.
To be fair, you didn't really tell us to fuck off. You gave us all hugs. And
Where,
I mean, it's the politest version of
well,
telling
where
your
did he
friends
get a
and
where did he
enemies
get
to
a
fuck off.
where did he get a Groupon to?
From the app, I think it's called Groupon.
Okay, right. where did the app from Groupon take him to?
Bangers.
Bangers? He went to Bangers?
I
Yeah.
went to Bangers.
Oh.
You get like 19 beers for like
$9. I heard
That's
that.
amazing. That's really awesome for him. And it's probably really awesome that we mentioned Banger Brewery
Oh, fuck that.
on our show. So if you guys down at Bangers want to give us a little something,
Free stuff.
we'll mention you more often. Bangers Brewery down on Fremont,
Yeah.
right next to the Fat Castle.
Also Schlitz.
Schlitz. Not Schlitz, but
Also not Schlitz.
Also not Schlitz.
We
As
can't
you can
afford
see
it.
from our drinking choices, there's only up from here.
It's very hard to find Schlitz.
all right, you guys. So you guys have a record release coming out November 11th,
True.
and I'm sorry, where is that?
11, make a wish.
Oh, 11/11. Where's that show gonna be at?
The Garth.
At the Garth.
Yeah, which is a warehouse in North Las Vegas.
Uh huh.
If you need the address, go ahead and message us on Facebook with Hard Pipe Hitters,
Or ask Chris Piro.
or ask Chris Piro. Look him up. He's the lead guitarist for Rainer. He's really good.
Biggest fan
Biggest fan.
of us.
Cool. So you guys have a record release that's going to be on a Saturday night down at the Garth. This is your second record that you guys are putting out. I'm a really huge fan of the album art that you guys put on there. I thought that was really cool, and I actually just heard the story of how you guys did that from hanging from a flat bar that was stacked on top of 2 ladders, and it's probably the sketchiest thing I've seen before in my life.
Yeah.
And I have much more respect for you guys after understanding how you pulled that off.
Kyle did get injured
Yeah?
a little bit. He hurt his
No.
wrist.
Back up. We recorded an album.
Yeah, it was kind of a nightmare.
Yeah. How long were you guys in the studio for making this record?
Remember.
It was actually not, like it was a long period of time
Yeah.
because we had a bunch of stuff in between that we were doing, like shows and things like that, so it was kind of hard to get everybody together. But once we were in there, we banged everything out like 4 songs ago, like 4 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it took like, what, 12 sessions?
Yeah, Jeremy beast moded everything. He like fucking got first, second take.
Jeremy did a really good job
Very
drumming,
cool.
no click.
Very cool. Very, very stoked to hear it. You guys do have a couple songs that are out right now that people can check out, right?
Yes, one. It's called Best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Well, do we still have 2 Party on YouTube?
I
that
don't
like
think so. I don't think so.
Okay. And how can they listen to that song?
Bandcamp. You can go to hardpipehitters.bandcamp.com and you can stream the album. So you can stream the one song that we have up. You can see the album artwork, and you can also pre-order the album. Whether it's the album by itself for $8, album and a t-shirt pre-order for $15, or album and a hoodie pre-order for $25.
Nice.
sample.
So you guys already got deals going on and stuff with that.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you guys got sweatshirts going on.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys have been one of my favorite bands for a really long time now. I mean,
For like 3 weeks now.
yeah, for about 3 weeks now. Ever since I stopped shopping at the mall and decided to myself, hey, you know, Taylor Swift isn't everything. I think I'm gonna go outside my box and try and listen to something else.
Yeah.
But I'm slowly regretting that decision.
You're very
And,
nice for saying that there's so much more music out there.
Than Taylor
and
Swift?
You were dumb enough to choose ours.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Dumb enough, smart enough, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't heard anything besides Taylor Swift, and you guys were the second thing that came along.
Yeah.
You know?
You heard it from the nice one.
Being second best to Taylor Swift is not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran's probably pissed off right now watching this. He's just like, what do you mean? You ever listen to my shit?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it sounds like.
Exactly. A little southern draw.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get a recurring role on Game of Thrones. Fuck
Shots fired.
I mean, who wants to see a walking thumb with red hair?
Okay.
Pretend to say words. Oh, god damn it.
Alright, so you guys have a record out that won before this. What was the title of that record again?
Revenge, rebellion, and what have you.
Right on, and
You
that.
can see it right there. I don't know.
Right where the illegal
You want to hold that up so the children can see the name of that
right over
record?
here, guys.
I have a clean one right here.
Abracadabra!
Jeff, you want to hold this up to the camera real quick?
I'll zoom in. For the children.
Zooming into this one right here.
Ready?
So this first record was great. It has Shit to Say, Heroin, Nice to Meet You, and then the #1 hit single, Chicken and Waffles, that everyone loves.
Well, that point.
Here's what that was.
Chicken song,
It's like almost the same one.
which is going great, going great. You can find this one, I'm sure, on Bandcamp as well, I'm right?
Bandcamp, yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
that was
Spotify,
yeah, find the
iTunes, I think.
YouTube, even the YouTube.
Even the YouTubes.
The old YouTube, that's replacing the boob tube.
Yeah. We'll probably have the new album up on Spotify and iTunes and all that jazz pretty soon.
Yeah. Probably a few weeks after the album release.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey, if you want to hear it, you gotta buy it.
So you guys have been around and been a band for a while now. When did you guys start this?
2008, right?
2008.
Yeah, next year will be our 10 year.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice. You guys gonna do anything for your 10-year anniversary?
I like just fly.
At Disneyland.
Oh shit!
On acid.
In the park.
In public.
You know where the fountains are?
Yeah.
Right on the statue where he's holding my hand?
Okay.
That's where.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right.
it's so magical. Fuck
Shoot
yeah.
over.
Mickey Mouse is gonna show up and go, "Not my house! Not my house!"
Not on my
And
blast.
off to Mauschwitz we'll go.
Bring stays on.
Hand in hand.
Minnie's gonna show up and be like, "Mickey, why don't you do it like that to me?" So,
Goofy will be the jailer and be like, oh, York, you're going away from the
Oh shit. Oh, I found another beer, guys.
once again, Schlitz. Schlitz, if you want to sponsor us, you will be on the next show.
You will be around that
Today is Pabst Blue Ribbon and all that
Send
stuff.
t-shirts.
We have our Dungeons and Dragons set up with some tequila, a little bit of whiskey, and all that jazz.
Pikachu.
So you guys have also been involved with a charitable foundation called Helpful Hoodlums.
I will
Some of us are.
not answer that.
Yeah. Some of our members
A
were.
few unmentionables
Yeah,
may have
friends
spent
of
some
ours,
time
yeah,
there.
spent some time there. They
They're,
did help out, and then since day one, they were just helping out and raising money or delivering. Just
Yeah,
spent-
good.
Just
Not
deli-
money.
they just devoted all their time.
Yeah, they started.
Completely.
What exactly is Helpful Hoodlums?
Started by pretty much our daddy, our buddy Dustin.
Yeah, our daddy does.
Our daddy
Our daddy does. Yeah.
He like after the shooting happened, he kind of just got in his car and then was driving people around, like to wherever they needed to go, like people were running from what was going on. Then I'm not really sure how he ended up at Evil Pie, but they just offered up the back back patio area for them to take in donations, and then we would go down. We did a couple. I would go down with my truck when they had like the bigger stuff and load it up and take it around to like the convention center where people are staying and stuff like that. They had a bunch of extra stuff, so it was kind of cool because we would end up dropping stuff off at like different shelters and places.
Okay.
Just because we had so much extra people that were directly affected by the shooting.
Hospitals, even
yeah.
police substations too.
Yeah, we had to take food to cops. It's pretty funny. Kind of
Don't you guys have some song about like cops or something in here?
You know,
Yeah.
it was like a truce.
Yeah.
It was like
I think yeah, and
At the
that
time when the city came together and we all put our weird aside.
I mean,
They police sandwiches.
it didn't go without some consequence. Instead of a pizza, I did pack it full of spiders. But I'm sure they took care of that problem. as soon as they got
spiders
to
are
it.
edible.
You're right.
Yeah, protein.
Actually, that was like the one thing that came across that like people actually started liking cops around this
Spiders.
town again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess we got to thank them for everything that they did. And I mean, I had a friend that was affected from it. My friend Luca lost 2/3 of his lung, and is still kind of dealing with shit with it. And it fucking it really sucks to kind of drive to work and know your friend's sitting in the hospital
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Is,
So
is Luca the one you had a little side benefit at the bunkhouse show for?
yes,
Oh, okay,
yes
yeah.
we did. Yeah, we did that benefit down at the bunkhouse. That went really well. But yeah, it's
From what I understand, actually, not to cut you off, but Helpful Hoodlums is actually trying to make a legit non-profit business out of what they're doing and
Yeah.
keeping
keeping it going.
it going, helping out victims, helping out like blood banks, keeping that.
I think
constant
Dustin's got a
supply
letter
of
from the mayor too. Something.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
did receive
maybe
a letter
something
of thanks and appreciation from
Yeah.
the mayor.
Yeah, he was really.
something about cutting off his thumbs, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Really cryptic.
Oh shit.
It was his wife though.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
thank you,
toes.
Dustin.
Toes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Brandon Powers from Evil Pie. They really did a lot.
And they have really good pizza there too.
And they had pretty good pizza.
Nice. That's good to hear. Well,
And when I'm there, every pizza comes with a hand job.
oh
Oh,
wow.
the true Italian way.
But I do it like this.
There's a spicy cock and balls. Huh? Did I Italian right?
Definitely not easy to
I
notice.
don't even know why I tell you that.
Probably not, because you're a fucking vegan or a vegetarian.
It's the only way I could disappoint our family.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think shooting this in their house.
Wait till the new album comes out. It'll be
Yeah.
a good time.
So we didn't talk about this. I want to go around and talk about what you guys do in the band. Like what your position is. Kyle, lead singer, obviously. How did you become a frontman of Hard Pipe Hitters?
Well, it started with me and all of our mutual friend, our buddy Adam Piro, who
Just got married.
Woo! I just got married!
that primary was the shit. But yeah, he was in a couple of bands, namely Social Control with Diego over
This
here,
guy. This freaking
a
guy.
few of our other friends,
He didn't have
and
as many button-up shirts at the time, though.
true, a lot more sophisticated now.
Yeah,
But I
pretty
was
sure
there,
Mexicans
too.
still dress the same.
But yeah, no fucking story to really write home about. He just approached me. He's like, "Hey, you want to start a punk band?" And I was like, "Yes, let's start a punk band."
Yeah, so you
The funny thing is he thought he said funk band at first.
But you never sang in any other band before that, right?
No, it's my first
Thank God.
project.
There was one. And there was
Been running with it ever since. Actually, I mean, I had one show, one little side project with my buddy Nick, who was also in Hard Pipe Hitters,
Uh-huh.
but that was mostly just for laughs, and it was one show. And
What were you guys called?
we were called, what were we called?
Good story.
Can't even.
I don't remember that happening.
Note to self: marijuana affects.
Oh yeah. We were called Quivering.
Oh, okay.
Quivering member?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. You know, quivering member is what happens when you do your job right.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
Just shake it off.
Was that too cheesy?
Yeah.
All right, so Diego, apparently you played with Adam in Social Control back in the day. I'm
Yeah,
guessing that's
we-
kind of how you led to you playing.
No.
You play guitar.
It was and it wasn't because what happened is that I knew Adam since at the same time that they kind of knew each other. But
Yeah.
so I was in Social Control and Infested, another punk band here in Vegas, told me to join them like a long time ago.
Okay.
Brian hit me up and I showed up to practice and I met Adam there and Sean. Sean Poodle's dick.
Poodle did.
Poodle dick. No, Adam Piro just, like we started playing the first time I joined that band. I brought him into Social Control and I brought Sean to Social Control, so it was like we're all just playing in another band because they played a lot harder for that punk band, and he wanted to do something different, because he wanted to do something on his own, like just because he's very creative, he's always a really good musician, and he started a band with him because they're childhood friends, and he told me, hey, do you want to join Hard Pipe Hitters? I'm like, no.
Oh, he's actually not at the beginning.
We got him eventually.
He told me, I'm like,
We're
hey
working
man,
out.
me and my friend Kyle are gonna start this band called Hard Pipe Hitters.
I think it was because I left, and then you were like, all right, I'll join now.
No,
And
we
then now
play
I'm
bands.
back.
No,
and
I
you kind of stuck with me.
dude.
So you actually turned down the band when you
Yeah,
were
it turned
first
into band
initially
because I
out.
knew what it was gonna be. And I was like, I'm not going there. I'm going somewhere else. I just didn't have the time. I was already in two bands.
Yeah.
It's very hard being in a band. It's like having 5 girlfriends and then times it by 2, and then you have to deal with all that bullshit. And but it was great. And then years later, after all that, Rory was playing bass, which was a really good friend of ours. He also played in those bands with me. And Kyle, he's like, hey,
Also in Rainer.
also in Rainer.
Rainer,
And he hit me up, he's
Rainer.
like, it was like 4.5 years ago. It was 4 years ago. I'm quite sure now.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you haven't played in a while. I wasn't even playing anymore. I was just chilling, When he hit me up and he's just like, hey, do you want to play with us? And they're all already my friends, so I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm already like hanging out. We're already like, there's like not a difference. We're now just playing in a band. Whatever, it was great. And it's been great. And then, as soon as I started playing my first show in the band, this gentleman right here had to step off for a little bit.
Yeah.
Had to take a knee.
Forceful,
First day, illegal
forceful
knee.
removal.
Illegal knee with. We just left.
Yeah, so I missed my very first scheduled show that I was supposed to play.
Really?
Upon joining HPH, yeah.
And how long ago did you join HPH?
5 years ago, I want to say.
5 years ago.
6 years ago? I think it's probably
5
more than
years
that.
ago?
Yeah, it's
Here we
probably
go.
longer than that.
I think it might be 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Joined in 2012, right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, I'll say
No,
I was.
no, you were playing while I was gone. I moved to Seattle. in
Yeah, so he
2010.
had started. Frank was in the band at the beginning, with Kyle, and then he had left. At the time, I was on the road when HPH started. I was touring a lot with One Pin Short. I played guitar for One Pin Short, and so I was on the road more than I was home. And then as One Pin Short started to kind of fall apart, I guess you could say,
Or dissolve them?
yeah, dissolve, I was home more, and at that time, Adam, the original guitar player, had moved to California,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the call to see if I wanted to come play punk again, which I did. I was super down for it, and I had known Kyle and Adam since junior high school also. So,
Sidebar, if you've never heard One Pin Short before, go ahead and dig through the old catacombs of YouTube and CDs you probably left at your mom's parents' house or whatever.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, go check out your grandma's CD.
yeah.
No, OPS was great, man.
Yeah,
One of the
it's in your grandma's room,
biggest,
let
they're
me
one
tell
of the
you.
biggest bands.
Look up the old text in your instant messenger. Probably some conversation about that with a high school sweetheart. Hey,
If you got a name account, scan through it.
Yeah. So that was So I joined, and the lineup at the time was myself and Kyle and Rory and TJ. Rory, who's in Raider now, TJ, who's in Bitchin' Dudes.
And at this time, Frank wasn't in the band because he was in Seattle learning how to be a hipster, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a beanie and a beard and everything.
Yeah.
I still have
And
I'm sure
then,
everybody
yeah, and then we picked up
Most of
Diego.
you guys have beards. So go fucking
Yeah, I got picked up last, and then I was last pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then we re-signed Frank.
Oh damn!
I mean, he came back.
He came back.
And Frank, you were an original member of
Original.
Packers, right?
Yeah, I was the original member of Hunter.
Oh, gee.
Before
OG,
that-
triple OG.
Yeah, before that, like, I didn't have, like,
Frank.
we had played in bands and stuff like that. Like, me and you played together.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Repulse the Monkey.
Repulse the Monkey,
We had
MFCK.
That sounds fun.
MFCK. I think Repulse the Monkey, you played one show with us, and then I took a bunch of mushrooms and drove to California the next
That's
day.
true. Yeah, and then we never played again.
While smoking meth.
Bold move.
But I nollie flipped this 8-star out there in California, so I mean, like, hey, come on.
Yeah, we were in high school, and
Mhm.
I think you were working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Uh,
No wonder I was smoking meth.
yeah, other than that, you know, I played with Blaze for a while before that, and then, yeah, to Blaze. And then, yeah, Kyle had just hit me up. I mean, because we, at the time, I think we had just done an MFCK show right before they were like getting together, and Kyle just hit me up and he was like, yo.
That wasn't the one we did at Jeff's house.
It was.
Oh. Jeff, our cameraman, actually, the last MFCK show was done at his house by the pool.
You're part of this history, Jeff.
I believe it was called a written dance.
Right up to now.
He's got a
has
kid.
kids.
He's got a baby,
Happy.
start with family.
And then I moved away. Me and Adam pretty much moved at the same time because we wanted to fuck Kyle over. And then like
We're talking about like rotisserie style.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Spinning.
Hit me, cameraman.
Kyle got all these rap people to join HBH. I came back and Rory
It
left
took
the band.
a
and-
lot of sacrifice, but I got it.
Cool.
Yeah.
What? But cameraman, you fucked up.
And cameraman, I apologize for my son.
Yeah.
So let me get in the car.
Well, you guys, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before this record release gets done?
No.
You guys, I mean, you guys got a bunch of really good merch.
Yeah,
That's
go
coming up.
on Hard
Top
Packers
Prop up
Bandcamp.
on booze.
Listen to our
Like-
songs, buy our merchandise.
Support your local artists. There is. All right, here's one.
Oh yeah, fucking
other-
get your t-shirts and shit done through Cotton Mafia.
Oh yeah.
So-
So real
cheap
quick,
for us
let's
to
talk
buy.
about the other bands that are going to be playing with you at the record release.
So, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
So the band that's coming out here, why we came up with the date originally was back in the day when HBH first started, we played with this band called Tim Raldo and the Filthy Fox. They played
Tim Raldo and the Filthy
Tim
Fox?
Raldo and the Filthy Fox. They,
I mean, they had a bad word in their name, but they're good guys.
yeah,
Damn. We played it in
the
a
dudes
Yeah, we played in the San
were
Diego
nice enough to put a roof over our heads and feed
underground
us.
sewer show.
Yeah, played.
Well, that's always the best, and I feel like that's how you make the best friends through music. Is when you go to another town, you play with someone, and someone just like takes care of you without even fucking knowing you.
Yeah.
Like that is probably like the coolest feeling, and you will always have that bond with that person throughout the rest of your life, no matter what. Even if you only see them like 1 or 2 more times in your fucking life.
Absolutely.
But that's so most of everybody like who was independent musically, just doing their own thing. It's just like you meet other people who are like-minded, and then you just travel and meet people. And fucking, they always got your back because they
Just
understand.
all homies on the road.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone meets homies on the road, and we all help each other being in bands. We know what you do. It's a hard life, but it's a lot of sacrifice to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. So I'm sorry, what is the band called one more time?
We're Tim Raldo and the Filthy
Yeah.
Fucks. The recently changed up some members, skimmed the fat a little bit, put that on the fryer, and when that came out of the oven after 350 degrees at about an hour and a half,
Okay.
it turned into Chris Benoit, which is a punk rock three-piece wrestling themed band.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty entertaining. We got us, we got a bunch of local meats and cheese layered throughout this show.
Ooh,
You know,
like a lasagna.
I feel like a smush fry is appropriate, you know, of rad bands. Like
I
smush
just
fry.
what the fuck is a smush fry?
I don't know what that means.
Stay with me. Let me shut up for a second.
I think he's got something here.
That's some crazy.
I think he's
That's
got
some crazy
something.
metal shit right there.
We got like, we got the fucking portobello with the onions and peppers on top. That's the Chris Benoit, right? And then at the bottom we got that fucking cheese. You know, that cheese with the Wicked Bears. It's also coming from California.
Salt Lake.
Wow. Salt Lake Black Bear cheese. That's
Salt Lake,
the
the California of
That's-
Utah.
Yeah.
Smush it together, make it to a great show sandwich, you know? Put some crunch in that lunch.
Yeah. And
Okay, so who else is on the fucking show?
from town we got Time Crashers, Anti-Vision,
Elicitor,
the Quitters.
Quitters.
And that's it, right?
Yeah. And then he mentioned Wicked Bears and
Yeah, Wicked
Chris
Bears.
Benoit.
So Time Crashers, Elicitor, the Quitters. The Quitters, I actually played with them at our benefit show over at Bunkhouse, and those guys had the best Halloween costume I've ever seen before in my life.
It was amazing. I was there.
They
Well,
all,
it wasn't like you haven't told me before.
oh my god! They were dressed up as everyone from Jurassic Park.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Did somebody dress up as the guy who gets eaten off the toilet, the lawyer? So that's what the drama.
No, fuck, no, they didn't. Fuck, they weren't everyone. Shit.
They had-
And someone else wasn't Samuel L. Jackson. But you know,
Well, I mean, like,
slap in the face.
It's a good thing they didn't do any blackface.
but I'm saying I would have fucking approved. I would have fucking approved. I'd be like, hey, someone's got to be one arm and all that shit. Someone's got to fucking do it. But I gave them the best idea ever. Is they
you
dress.
heard it here, white people. The only time it's appropriate.
I gave
to do
them.
blackface.
I gave them the best idea ever, and I have to say this right now, just so we have it in file and all that stuff. They should dress up as the Jurassic Park crew and start a cover band called Jurassic 5.
This
Yeah.
last Halloween we're supposed to dress up.
Let's go over there.
I'm so pissed because we were supposed to dress up for Halloween
Uh-huh.
as the Reservoir Dogs, and Kyle was supposed to be.
Which is where the Hard Pipers name comes from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
No, that's Pulp Fiction.
I'm talking about smorgasbord. I'm talking about the most layered fucking sandwich you've ever seen. Did I mention the Quitters were also going to be there?
Yeah, we got
Jesus
that.
We got-
fucking
yeah,
Christ,
we
it's a
were-
big old...
We were there.
I'm telling you, there's a whole fucking combo barbecued plate of decent fucking music.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Decent.
we have officially created the best talk show ever.
It would be on November fucking 11th at the Garth.
11/11, make a wish.
La da 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 dee doo, boo doo doo doo, suit doo doo sing and thanks for watching, yeah. La da da deo, oh deo way, la da doo 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 doo.
What's up? I'm Mike McGuinness, and this is Beer 30. On our first episode, we have.
Your second episode. You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again.
Let's do that.
Sure.